Hi guys, here we are at the Cairnsmore of Fleet National Nature Reserve. It isn't the best of days, we've got low cloud and it's well quite drizzly, but tonight we plan on doing an overnighter up at Loch Granock. So we'll bring you along, and this is just the start of our journey as we drive in. "9 degrees, overcast and wet, but it's a lovely area. All the hills in this area are made from granite, and we're just starting to come down towards the viaduct. The viaduct was in a film, quite a famous film, The 39 Steps, and it was directed by Alfred Hitchcock. I think it was John Buchan who wrote the book, I'm nearly sure it was. So it's just setting off now guys from the car park back there at the viaduct. It's about a 3.5–4 mile walk in, I would, as a guesstimation, even though the signpost says 2.5, it's further than that. So the rain seems to have cleared through, and we're looking forward to a good overnighter. Early March, and the signs of midges already. Because the rain's gone through, brings the midges out. So I think we're going to be in for a good midge season. Yep, well, goodbye viaduct, see you tomorrow. Just in the distance there guys, that ridge, that's the Cairnsmore of Fleet. It stands at 711 metres. We're about halfway into the walk, and there's quite a bit of forestry activity, but it's still staying fine, and judging by the cloud out to sea there, it seems to be lifting a little bit, a bit of breaking. Possibly might even see a bit of blue sky, you never know. I can see just little pockets opening up. Well guys, here we are. There's our digs for tonight. That'll be just the ticket. What's the word? Is it bijou? Spot on, that's where we'll be bedding down tonight. And somebody's been kind enough to leave us a bit of firewood, so I think we'll be alright. That's the gatehouse. Just here on this old pack horse trod that takes you to the hunting lodge that's on the shores of Loch Granock. We're just ascending this little bit, and once we get here onto the summit here, we'll be able to see down over the loch. There we have it, guys. Looking dreaky and grey. The skies don't look too promising. But that's where we're going to be tonight. Loch Granock. I just want to show you this little thing here. In memory of Maggie. Well, I suppose like us, you'd be thinking, who's Maggie? Rod Stewart's Maggie. No, it's not Maggie May. Maggie was a pack horse that used to lug loads up here and to the lodge that's hidden in the trees there. So back in the day, this was a hunting, fishing lodge, but sadly we believe, again from a little bit of research that we've done, there aren't any, or if there are very few fish left in the loch. Seemingly the acid rain has wiped out the populations that were in there. Here we are approaching the lodge, or the lodge grounds. You can see I've got a boundary wall coming down and a lot of ancient Scots pines. Lovely area. There's the little beach area down there. We did recce this before we thought we would come back to camp. We came in on a much nicer day, and some of the footage we'll include in this video. But all these roots and things, you can see these mangled roots. There was a lot of rhododendrons that had come in. Well, they must have been planted back in the Victorian times, which was the fashion, and they've obviously started to overrun the indigenous trees. So somebody in the wisdom, and I think they've done right, they've clipped them all back just to bare stumps. There are a few little shoots here and there where they're holding on because they are a tough plant to get rid of. I think we'll drop our packs in here, because this is one of the possibilities where we can pitch tonight and have a view down the loch. And we could probably use this fire pit that's in situ, which somebody has been to since we were last here, probably last night. Well guys, we've come down onto this lovely white it's just pure granite sand, beautiful. And that's us looking right down the length of the loch. The hill that you can see with the snow in the far distance is Cairnsmore of Cairnsmore, right at the very tip of the loch there. Still got a little bit of snow on top. But it is an absolutely stunning place. Well, we've been and got a little bit of firewood. That'll do us for tonight. We just have a small fire. Got a couple of bits of tin sheeting that were lying about on the bank over there. I'll put them back where I found them. I just didn't want to put any scorch marks on the sand, so I can get rid of all the mess in the morning, and we haven't made any mess to the grass or anything. So yeah, we'll have a little fire there. Got a little bit of tin sheeting stood up for a fire reflector, and we'll use the tin sheeting as a grate tonight. So we're all set up. We're in the Terra Nova Quasar, and there's a fly on my sleeping bag as I speak. I'm in the Cumulus tonight, and Diane's in the Alpkit Alpine Dream 900. I'm in the Panyam 600. I've got my old Thermarest mat, and Diane's on the Sea to Summit mat. But that's our view down the loch from the tent. Little boathouse over there on our left, and just natural wilderness to our right. The boathouse is no longer used. It's still quite solid, and the lodge is all boarded up and locked up. Just having a nice cup of tomato soup, trying to shelter behind the tent because the wind's coming straight down the loch. Hopefully we'll get a clear sky tonight, and we'll get a few dark sky shots, but it's not looking very promising at the moment. We're talking of night skies. I'd like to give a shout out to David Miles from Anywhere. If you haven't seen his channel, I suggest you get over there now and check it out. He's got some brilliant night shots on. He's really mastered that. So shout out to you, Miles from Anywhere. Check him out. Good morning. Well, that's us. We've had our breakfast and we're just about to dismantle the tent and break camp. We've got all the bags and everything packed away, and that's where we had our fire pit last night. No trace whatsoever. Yeah, we just used materials that were in the general area. Old bit of tin sheet and made like a fire basin for it, so it didn't even scorch anything. No fire, no trace, no nothing. So I was really happy to find that bit of tin sheeting. And there's plenty of deadfall amongst the pines, and it burns really well because it's got like resin in it. But yeah, had a couple of rain showers in the night. Nothing too major. But what a cracking pitch. Levelled it off, and I suppose it's one of the levelest pitches that we've ever had. Thoroughly enjoyed this. Lovely overnighter. Bit windy last night when we had the fire. There was quite a few sparks blowing off it, but it was okay in the end. Thanks for joining us on this ratch. Meet you on the next one.